welcome to 10 things we hate about Medieval. We have done 10 things we love. Please go check out that video where we doubled up on so much. It was very short. This will also likely be the same. Ultimately, the PlayStation 1 game, I think we like and dislike the same things.
Yeah, definitely.
So, I started to love, you can start to hate.
Well, let's have a look. The camera.
Yep.
One specific level, the pirate level.
Oh, okay.
So jumping from platform to platform, and then constantly, as you heard Dan screaming in pain as he falls to his death.
Okay.
And then you get lifted up back up again, and you get to do it again. Yeah, that was no fun.
Oh man, you know what you've just done?
So,
Covered 3 of mine in one. Covered 3 of mine in one. So, all right, I'm going to do those 3, and then you can do a couple more. Well, first things first, the camera. Yes, I have it, of course. Restrictive, and one of those that would... See, what bugs me about these kind of cameras, it's like there's a physical camera operator behind you.
yes.
That then gets stuck behind a wall, as if someone's trying to move around you.
Yep.
So it hit a wall, and it won't go any further. It won't go through the wall and round. You've got to reposition yourself, as if there's an actual man
Blocking
going,
the way,
yeah, all right,
yeah.
Dan, we got you on camera.
Yep.
Fucking hell, guys. The controls, which are terrible. The controls aren't terrible until you have to do platforming, and then they're awful. Precise jumping is a nightmare, and moving fast on small ledges is hazardous. You will die so much, which brings me to what you just mentioned, the worst level in the game. The fucking pirate ship level. This is where those controls and bad cameras combine together in a very difficult level as well to create a nightmarish situation. Odd angles, bad cameras, tricky jumps. It's a nightmare. It's a horrid nightmare of trying to get over. And one of the ones I always remember the most is the bouncy net part. So these bouncy nets with gaps. And basically, to do the extended jump, it's one of those where when you land, you press the jump at the right time and Dan will jump higher. So specific. But you can't jump high and then move across to the net. You've got to be doing it at the same time. So if you haven't done it right, you're throwing him to his doom.
And they stick the challenge in the most awkward spot too.
Yep.
It's about 30 jumps to get to it.
Yep. And yes, I know that sound very, very well. That noise. I'll fucking shut up, Dan. So yeah, you just did 3 of mine in 1.
Yep.
Go on then, carry on.
Mine's a level.
Okay, a level.
The Enchanted Earth level.
Really? Okay.
Yes. That level there, I mean, you can't complete that level. When you first go to it, you can't complete it. You've got to go further to get the shadow head.
The talisman,
The talisman to complete the level. That level there is annoying.
Okay.
Yeah, it's arguably one of the worst levels for me in the game.
Interesting. I have a level 2, but not that. Carry on though, because you did something in mine.
I got the turning into an ant. Okay, that level there again. It's well, I say an ant, sorry, turning into a small character, which is like
the ant caves.
Yeah,
level, the ant caves.
That is so annoying. I mean, it's so difficult to find the fairies, the amber. It's so frustrating. The level is.
Perfect time for me to come back in, because that is the one I had. The level I was talking about is the ant caves. A level that will make you hate the game, because it comes way before pirate ship.
Yeah.
If you've made it to pirate ship, you're at the end of the game.
Yeah, exactly.
You're like 2 levels away from the end. You can persevere. But ant caves comes quite early on, and I fucking hate this level. Basically, it's wandering in the darkness, desperately trying to find that one motherfucking fairy that you have somehow missed.
Yep.
The ants don't stop coming.
Yep.
You cannot kill them all in the level, so you're still having to battle, and it's dark. You've got these lighty little things that follow you.
Which are
They
pointless.
don't keep up.
They're pointless.
You can't run because they don't keep up. But yeah, you will walk through the ant caves, going over the same areas over and over again, just to find that one bad-mouthed fucking fairy. The thing is, the other thing you got to collect, the ore or the thing, is easy.
Yeah.
It's the fucking fairies. you'll see like the light of their little cage.
Yep.
And you think, oh, there it is. It's one you already got.
Except,
Yeah.
I've got okay. So it's the Hall of Heroes. Mm-hmm. Canny Tim.
Oh, I love Canny Tim.
So annoying. It's her voice. It's sorry. Yeah, her voice. Her voice. It's so annoying.
Canny Tim's a man.
Is that a man? Is it?
Canny Tim's a man.
I thought it was a woman. Oh my god! It's even worse. As a man. It must be.
His name is Tim.
It's Canny Tim, isn't it?
Canny Tim, as in like a nickname. Oh, Canny Tim. Tim.
Oh my god.
Right. Getting money. I've got a Hall of Heroes one as well, but it's not a character-based one. Getting money or health from a hero in the Hall of Heroes. Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
I've just spent ages getting a challenge, and you're going to drop me some gold. What? So I can buy some more arrows that I never use? Fuck you, man.
Yeah, I agree. They could have gave you. I mean, the vial for your health is a good one.
No. The one that increases your health is. The one that gives you health when you've got full health is not. Considering most of the time it's all weapons, to then get lumbered with like, oh yeah, and normally it's like the second or third time. The characters don't keep giving it. Basically, the characters will give you a weapon and then either a bonus item normally, and that's it. Some give you some you can visit a third time, but mostly it's a character twice.
Yep.
Yeah. Canny Tim's one of those who gives you money, I think.
Yeah.
Go on him.
I've got Zarek as a boss.
Okay.
Disappointing.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean...
It's not the face-off you want it to be.
No, I mean... It turns into some bloody big sort of, I don't know...
Snake creature, like snake-headed beast.
Disappointing, and I would have liked maybe to have a few little mini battles between different levels. Maybe, I don't know, like maybe like a halfway point, you might have like a little battle with Zarek.
Yeah.
And then he might realise that, hang on...
He escapes,
and he comes back stronger, but...
Yeah, that's not a bad idea, actually. I mean, I've got the end boss as well. You talked about liking this element to it, but I hate it. I don't like the end boss of Medieval at all. In fact, I think the end boss is a major detraction from the game. Ignoring these actual Zarek battle, the skeleton part. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate the fact that it relies partially on luck. You've just got to be quick, healing these skeletons. Sometimes they'll do better. You can replay the level over again, and sometimes they'll do better, other times they'll do worse. It's shit. What kind of crap end boss battle starts with you having to fucking bring in pointless skeleton warriors that you just heal?
Well, you need to have health. If you have no health, then you can't do it. You have to have full health.
And not only that as well, you also have the ability.
Yeah, the ability.
Yeah. Okay.
No checkpoints.
Okay, in the levels. Okay.
It's something I've read. I mean, me personally, it doesn't really bother me because the levels are quite small.
Yeah.
But a lot of people were complaining online about there's no checkpoints.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't think it.
Odd complaint. No, I don't agree. An abundance of weapons that all feel far too similar and not enough differences to make you move on from your tried and tested weapons. Let's be honest, you stuck to the same ones, didn't you?
Yeah, I mean, pretty much. I mean,
the magic sword, once you got it?
Yeah, magic sword, that was it. I've hardly ever used bows. Maybe spears, because spears
were powerful.
Killed them with one hit. The shields, you always went for the gold shield in the end.
Yeah.
And that's about it, really.
Yeah, that's it. There might have been abundance of weapons, but you didn't exactly mix through them.
No.
You only used a lot of the time when you had no choice. The hammer, you used it when you had no choice, but it wasn't your weapon. You weren't using it.
It's pretty crap, to be honest.
Yeah.
Against zombies, you always got hit first.
Yeah. You're sticking with swords. Yeah. Okay.
I've got the talking heads.
Okay. Yeah, they're annoying.
Yeah, just back to walk through the end level, and then he starts talking to you.
Yeah, you get hammered with it at the start. Every time, almost every time you enter the Hall of Heroes, and it's all about pithy comments and trying to be cute and clever. But it's actually quite annoying.
Yeah.
Thankfully, you can skip them.
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Right, controversial one here, maybe. Why is this game held up alongside Spyro the Dragon and Crash Bandicoot, or the series, should I say? It had one good game, one decent sequel, and that is it. Whereas Spyro 1 and 2 are quality, and the third is good, and the Crash games are wicked all the way through. But yet Medieval is often held up alongside Spyro and Crash Bandicoot.
I don't get that. Why would it be? It's completely different games.
No, I mean in the sense of how great they are. Like, people go Spyro, Medieval, Crash Bandicoot, and it's like, Medieval 1, yes, but when we talk about a series, Medieval is it. We have Spyro 1, 2, and to some degree 3. Crash Bandicoot 1, 2, Crash Bandicoot Warped is fantastic. Crash Team Racing. See what I mean? Some of the other games. Don't have that with Medieval.
Medieval's great, don't get me wrong, but compared to Crash or Spyro, it doesn't stand a chance.
No, I agree. Of all of them, it's Spyro the Dragon. 100%. Yeah,
easily. Medieval 2 had its good points about it.
It's a good game. It's just not the first one, is it?
No. I could pick up a few, but maybe the boxing match. I think.
I don't know. I can't even remember it well enough.
No, neither can I. Yeah. I don't know why they'd move your body from a crypt to a museum. You wouldn't. It's disrespecting it. So
that's really breaking the story down.
I know, but they wouldn't do it. You wouldn't do it, would you?
Well, I will jump in with this next one then, because I do actually have that, and it's a sequel. While Good was never able to follow this, tried too hard to vary things up. Well, most people realistically would have just been happy with Medieval Part 2. None of this extra stuff with hands and heads and hands and all this extra elements. I think most people would have just been happy with a sequel to Medieval, gameplay similar and all that. You know. I got one more.
I've got just water death.
Water death.
The amount of times
you'll die in
water.
Yeah, because that fucking platforming.
Constantly,
last but not least, it's very specific. Saving the villages and the haunted ruins. You need to do this to get the chalice.
Oh, yeah.
And in a world before the internet, it wasn't obvious. What you needed to do, and it's the only part of the game where this actually happens, you needed to basically, when you get into the area where the villagers are hanging, so the 3 villagers are hanging over flaming pits, you have 2 ways of doing this. One is you run up with your hammer and smash the flames out quickly as you can. The other is you try and stop the demon that's running towards the switch. And he takes a few hits and he won't stop. Now we know it. It's easy. Fuck knows how you did it in the didn't have a clue because you initially don't see the demon running.
No,
you don't, and even if you do, he's gone past you, so you may not initially think it. And it's not obvious as well that you can put fire out by hitting it with your hammer, and it still takes like 3 hits. So you got to do an each flame thing before he drops the villagers down.
I can remember their voices like "Help us,
please!" Yeah. It's the only part of the game this happens, and it's really fucking random. It's really random if you think about it.
Yeah, I think it's the whole level actually, because I think that level you start off with, you got to get the chickens to eat the seed.
That's right. It's a very, very different level.
Yeah, and then you got like 3. It's like is there a king?
Yeah, you get his crown, and then you have to flood the level with lava. Like it's a very, very it's a unique level, and I don't think it's a bad level. Just that part I really dislike. Yeah. There you go. There's our 10 things we hate about Medieval on the PS1. Let us know some of yours in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. You can check us out on gbhbl.com as well as on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and Tumblr. Go to Patreon and help us out over there. That's patreon.com/gbhbl, as well as Big Cartel, where you can find some of our merchandise. We have a podcast running on SoundCloud and Apple Podcasts. And of course, if you like this video, do us a favour, hit the subscribe button and help the channel grow. Games, horror and heavy metal. What else is life for?